welcome to GiveMeApps, your app mall, the #1 independent app store. Today we're going to check out 5 file sharing apps that you should have on your mobile device. Some of these are exclusive to iOS or Android or are compatible with both. Some even have a web browser version, which will allow you to share items, files, data, you name it, between your mobile device and your PC or Mac computer or laptop. We're going to start off with my most favorite one, and that is Send Anywhere. By the way, you might want to use this in a situation where you don't have access to a flash drive and you need to move files between devices. These apps will help you do just that. Take a look at the main screen here. This is Send Anywhere, my personal favorite. You look at the top, you see recent photos, videos, audio, apps, contacts, and files. At the bottom, you have Send, Receive, History, and My Link. Now, the reason why I love Send Anywhere the most is because it's the easiest to use. The interface is extremely well laid out, intuitive. You don't need a tutorial or anything like that. And it's as simple as selecting the file that you want to send out and sending it. So we're going to go to Files just because we have a bunch of files that aren't your typical Android files. I'm going to go into my download area. You see you have a bunch of PDFs here and some MP3 and MP4 files. I'm going to use this for the test case in this video. This is a schedule for Metro North. It's the train that I take to work every day. You see, once we select that file, immediately a send strip appears at the bottom of the screen. You can see the size of the file. Another thing that I like about this app is that it allows you to preview the file before you send it, so you can make sure you're sending the right file. Once you have verified that that's what you want to send out, you just go back, and we're going to do that one more time. And there we go. And now we're back on the screen that we were in. We pressed it twice. There was a bit of a delay there, but we're going to go back into our download area, and we're going to make sure that file is selected, and it still is selected, as you can see. And once we're ready to send it out, we simply tap on Send. Now, here's the cool thing about Send Anywhere. Once you're ready to send it out, you get that code. And if you have Send Anywhere installed on another device, or if you go to the web and go to sendanywhere.com, from there you can just enter in that code. We're going to use our iPod Touch here. The code is 119755. Once we're done entering that code, tap on Receive, and it's that simple. The file will end up on our iPod Touch. Now, depending on your connection, that can be instantly or instantaneous, or it may take a while. In our case, that was instant. Look at that, 100%. And it went from this to our iPod Touch. Now, once it downloads, you can tap on Open. We're going to get out of this real quick. Take a look here. You have it says completed. You see some ads here. They're not that intrusive. And you can see our history of downloaded items. I use Send Anywhere almost every day. So we're going to tap on the item itself. And there it is. We're going to open up our schedule, and boom, look at that. So simple. Now, you can send out multiple files using Send Anywhere. And if you do that, if you send it to, say, your laptop, your Mac, your PC, whatever, it'll end up as a zip file with all of the files in it. So you can just tap or click, in this case on your computer, on the zip file, and all of the files that are inside will be exposed. So that was Send Anywhere, my personal favorite. There are a lot of other things that this app can do. You can also download by way of using QR codes. So instead of entering that code, I think we saw that before. We'll do it again just to see if I'm correct about this. I really don't use the QR code when using the app, but yeah, there it is. You see that right there? You have the QR code. You can actually scan that. I'm going to see if I can do that here. You see it says Receive, and we can just tap on the QR code. And I think I tapped on Receive by accident. The QR code, I have to get in there a bit more. All right, there we go. Send Anywhere would like to access the camera, and I just barely put it over the device, and it already picked up the QR code, and it'll move over. Now I'm going to move my iPod Touch out of the screen now. Well, take a look here. It is downloading as we speak, and there it is. Right away, again, instantaneous, less work involved. It's going to appear on my iPod Touch any moment. There it is. So that's Send Anywhere, guys. This is not going to be an extensive overview of every single feature of these apps, but we're just showing you what they are, so you can you'll be the judge. So that was Send Anywhere. To me, this is the easiest one. Perhaps I should have saved this for the end of this video, but it is my personal favorite. I use this almost every single day. Now, there are others. We're going to take a look at Up. We'll see how they work differently. They operate differently. Now, in the case of Up, this works with the send facilities on your parent device. So we're going to go in and choose, we're going to go to our gallery. We have all of these different items on our Android tablet here, and they range from apps to PDF files, as you can see. We'll use the same one for this demonstration. Once you figure out what it is that you want to share, tap on Share. There's some other options here. Take a look at that. 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 3 days, 7 days. We're going to go back and just tap on share. Now look how this is different. It gives you a link that you can enter in on your device by way of your web browser, and you can use that to download the file, or you can go the standard share route and look, Send Anywhere pops up first because we used that just now, but you have Gmail, your Wi-Fi, fast speed, Flipboard, etc., etc. You get the idea. So this is a little different. You can see there that it expires in 1 day. So you can keep that in mind. You can see that we used this earlier just for demonstration purposes, and it says 18 hours, 19 hours, 20 hours. So this is, once again, Easy Share. Sorry, Up. That was Up. I'm sorry, Up. There are some others. We have Portal. Portal, and by the way, Up is also available on iOS. You can see it right there. We didn't properly demonstrate this, but just know that we could use it to download it straight to our iOS device, the same way that we would have done with Send Anywhere. We don't want this video to go on too long. We're about 5 minutes in. Now, Portal is a little different because Portal uses the QR code exclusively, and it asks you to go to portal.pushbullet.com. Now, this really is for getting files off of your device or off of your computer to your device. So I don't have the camera facing our computer right now, but it says scan the code. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap on scan, and I'm going to move my tablet to the computer and scan the QR code that's on my computer screen. And I'm going to do it, and once you get it, you zero it in, and I'll take a look at what happens now. I'm going to bring the tablet back and put it into view. It's going to ask me now to start downloading, or rather uploading files from my computer, and it should right away bring everything to the tablet. Now this is taking a little longer than it did earlier, so I'm hoping that this does straighten itself out because we did scan the QR code. And if this does not work out, then we'll just come back and use the magic of our camera to fast forward some time so this can work itself out. All right, in this instance, we definitely had to use the magic of the camera because it took a couple of attempts to get this to work properly, but normally it does work properly. So once you get that up and running, your computer's then going to ask you to drag and drop some files over to the device. So we're going to do just that. We're going to locate a file in our computer. I'm going to use an MP3 just to demonstrate the functionality of the app. And once you do that, it's almost instantaneous. Look at that. Boom! I did not stop the camera for this transfer. The MP3 is on my device right away. So if you're looking to get some items from your computer to your mobile device, then this would probably be one of the easiest ways to do it. Although I do prefer Send Anywhere. No, I do not work for the company. This is just as efficient. It is no frills, as you can see. This is what you get when you download the app. This is what you see on the screen. It is no bigger, better, or any different than what you just saw. There are others. We went over a couple. We're going to look at Shareit now. Shareit is another one that gets pretty good reviews all over. We're going to show you how this works. It's also available for the iOS platform. As you can see right here, we have it on our iPod Touch. This is very similar, although there are a lot of ads and they're a little more intrusive than they are on the other apps that we just showed you. You have your local button over here that's going to get some files off the device. You have the send icon right there. You have the receive icon and invite. This works differently because you can work in groups using this, and you can also scan some codes. So if you go local, take a look here. You have your documents, zip, etc., etc., etc. You can see some of the transfers that we did earlier, or we tried to do earlier for that matter. We had a couple of issues using it earlier. So take a look at the bottom. You have your pictures, music, apps, etc., etc. We'll go with pictures. We have all pictures here. We'll just get a random one. I was taking a couple of screenshots or getting some images of houses off of the web. We'll use this one right here. And what you need to do is just tap on it and click send. Tap send. Now, this is where it's a little different, okay? It expects your receiving device to be on the same network. And it has to show up kind of the way it would in like Bluetooth. It would with Bluetooth. So we have our iPod here. We have the app open. It says receiver not found, please try again. So we're going to try this again. We have this in receive mode. Now look here, it says waiting to receive. Connect non-iOS devices. So are you sure you're the receiver, or are you sure the receiver is an iOS device? Continue. And take a look here. We have to connect to this network over here on the iOS device. So we have to keep that in mind going forward. So you see there are a couple more steps in using this app to get the device from one device to the next. So we are on the iPod Touch right now. We're looking at some of the networks, and this network does show up. It actually does not. Take a look at our networks here. So We are going to try this again and see what happens. I think that might have been why we had some issues earlier. Now you might be saying, why are we doing this on camera? Because we're showing you the different types that are available. So we're gonna bring this up one more time. It says this device may be slow to start the hotspot. We're gonna go back in the receive mode once again, and hope that this does show up. Now, if this does not work, you can always go the QR route. So scan QR code on receiver's device. All right, you got to keep that in mind. So as you can see, we are struggling a bit with this one. It's gotten decent reviews online, but it's not quite working for us right now. Connect non-iOS devices, we clicked on that, and it's just not showing up. So we're going to leave this as it is. This, as you just saw, is Shareit. There are a couple more steps involved in getting your items from one device to the next. We don't consider this to be unprofessional. We're just showing you how it works, man. And we're showing you the different types of apps that are out there for file sharing. So if you guys can get this one to work a little better, please do let us know. Okay, so we were able to find the QR facility here, and we can just scan the QR code on the receiver's device. We can set it up that way. We're going to try this one more time on camera because we don't want to give up here. We're going to go with send, and let's see if we can do this. All right, now it actually is showing up. So let's see. I don't know if this is going to work. You can't scan a scan. So searching for receivers. It says iPod Touch there. Maybe we'll get it now. Connecting. There we go. So now it's attempting to send it over. We're going to send the files. And looks like no luck here. Let's try this one. Let's just see what happens. Send it over. And send the files. Did it in fact send it over? I'm not sure. Let's take a look at there it is. So it did actually work. Guys, you saw the amount of steps that was involved to get this to work. I'm not judging the app. You're going to be the judge of that. Perhaps you may have a lot more success with this. You see that it shows the file size, 354 kilobytes, in this case 2.1 megabytes, and it is taking its time to send over. This was Shareit. So we're not trying to speak negatively about the app, but you come to your senses. You come to your judgment. You be the judge. Let us know what you think about this, what you just saw with Shareit. There are some others, and look, it's like ad after ad after ad. I'm sure there is a pro version, and if you get the pro version, there won't be that many ads. So we showed you Shareit, we showed you Up, we showed you Portal, we showed you Send Anywhere. There's also, I think we did go over Easy Share, and there's also Zapaya. That one's also available for iOS. You can see that we have it over here. We did use this earlier. And you guys are understanding what makes a file sharing app good. In our opinion, if it just works, that's what you want. If you're the pedals to the metal and you have a meeting in 15 minutes and you need that file on your device to put on a projector in the boardroom and you can't find a flash drive or the flash drive is too small, you want it to just work, and this is that. Now you can see that we did share some files earlier. That same mansard roof building is on our device here. And you see it says My Apps. You have your files, you have audio, video, a little bit like Send Anywhere. We have a bunch of files here. We can go with apps, we can go with documents. Let's just choose a random document. We have a couple of things here. Let's go with document, whatever this is. I'm not sure what that is. You can preview it as you can see. I don't want to really see the document, so we're going to go back and just click it. I believe it was this. All right, so send by Bluetooth is what pops up. To get this to be selected, you tap on that. Now, if you look here, it says share. And we're going to open this up on the iOS device. We have it set to lock. We're going to tap on share. Now, let's see what happens here. Creating group. All right, so this is slightly different. Groups have to be created. And when you're ready to receive, you just tap on this over here. I have it off camera for a second. There's your history. You can see that straight on the screen. And you also have the QR code facility over here as well. All right. So again, there's an extra step in using this, and it's waiting for this to be in receive mode. See, it says retry or Wi-Fi direct. We're at home. So this is a little tougher to use. You guys get the idea. We're going to go to the QR and see if we can make it work that way. It is taking a while. Let's see if we have something else that we can do here. We'll go back to document. And now, admittedly, we did not use this all the way off camera. And this we think is useful for the video because it should just work straight away. That's what I'm taking away from this. Yeah, you want to go through, you can look through the tutorial or the manual or the PDF file. We didn't do that with this one. But you tap on share. There's also the QR code there, but it's not quite working the way that it's supposed to in that sense. So it does work. You can see that we did use it. We don't have it on camera. I may have some earlier footage and we'll just put that in this video, but you guys are getting the whole point here. This should just work. That should be all there is to it. And we're not quite getting that here. So this was Zapaya. All right, it also has decent reviews in the App Store and in Google Play, so you can keep that in mind as well. We're going to get out of here, guys. This video has gone on almost 20 minutes. Let us know what you think about it. I'm sure you guys are going to have some sharp criticism about how we presented this, but we found this to be useful. There are some apps that came out on top in this overview. For me, my personal favorite, so I'm co-signing this big time, is Send Anywhere. I did like Portal as well. The other apps do work, but they have too many steps in the middle, and some of them have a lot of intrusive ads. You might not want to get that. With Send Anywhere, as an example, and I know I'm coming off as the only fanboy right now, you do have ads in Send Anywhere, but they're strategically placed, so they just kind of like, they're in the background. That's not the case here, but once it's loaded up, boom, the ads are, they're not all over the place. Guys, this is the GiveMeApps YouTube channel. GiveMeApps is the world's #1 independent app store. Download apps for any platform, Android, iOS, even Windows Phone. If you're a developer, this is the only store where you can get the full 100% of your download sales. No other app store anywhere lets you do that. Guys, in this video, we presented to you 5, or I think a little more than that actually, 5 file sharing apps that you should have on your device or should check out. And as you can see, not all of these you should have on your device, depending on your workflow. And you might end up liking some of the ones that we didn't like as much. In any case, till next time.